He felt very well, and so for many weeks, my brother, with both his forearms broken, had them both in casts.
Oh my God.
He chose neon green. Do you know what a person with two arm casts that are neon green look like? A cactus.
Oh, let's see. Wait, both his arms or
Both his
forearms?
Because it was up here.
So just his forearms?
But they cast it all the way to here.
Oh, so it was an arm.
I guess.
Okay,
I
so
only
it's
saw
an
the
arm.
X-rays were up here where they met.
So it was his arm.
Yeah, and they had him up to here in green casts because he chose the color, and he was like this, and he had to go to work every day with my mom. Because nobody was there to care for him, who could do the stuff that he needed done, like the bathroom, because it's public school. So I want to say he went to work with mom for like 5 or 6 weeks. He sat in a conference room coloring, which he had to do by leaning his entire body forward and like laying his hand down on the paper and hoping he got it in lines.
Why did he choose neon green?
Because he liked the color. He didn't think that he'd look like a cactus.
I don't think looking like a cactus is the worst part. I think it's just an ugly look. I think that's the worst part, that you look terrible. You look so bright and so obvious and terrible. Like everyone's going to see you everywhere. In a Costco, literally every single person in Costco is
after about a week, after about a week, the just everyday scuffing of it, it didn't look anymore.
Exactly. I don't think it would be like even. I think it would just be like everyone everywhere is going to notice you.
And they did.
Literally, yeah. I'd be like, hey, it's hard not to.
It was hard
In a
not to.
Costco, every customer would be like, look at that dude. Looks like a dick. For breaking your arms, you look like a dick. That's sad. It's sad when people don't even pity you. They're just like,
both
look
your
at this
arms
dick.
at the same time.
Look at this dick who couldn't stay off a trampoline.
I like trampolines. I haven't been on one in years, but I also never
Don't
fell
get
off
off
one.
Don't get on a trampoline, Gwen.
I like them though.
Yeah, but
Bounce.
don't do it. Don't do it. This is my advice to you. Don't get on a trampoline at this point in your life.
Can I go in a bouncy house?
No. Have you considered your joints in a bouncy house right now?
It's a bouncy house.
But your joints.
What's joint health? I mean, yeah, can I barely stand up straight?
I went into a bouncy house last month.
You went into a bouncy house?
Yes.
Exactly,
I'm a crip bio. I waited till all the kids were out of it, and then I took over that shit.
But you had fun, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Right up until the pain started.
I mean, I left before the pain really started.
Fun.
But the thing is that I left before the pain really started, and I did secure.
What's that?
I did secure controlled bounces, and I did like a double bra situation. You know.
You do need
secured my titties. It's the only situation where I'm really like, okay, I'll put bras on. Hadn't really worn a bra for that whole time I was out there, but I'm like, time to put one on for this. This is when the bras come out.
You need to control the quake.
You gotta
the
do
quake
it.
And shake.
Don't want to knock myself unconscious with the titties.
Pardon me.
But I can tell you, it's not easy. It is not easy to bounce at a bounce house. And that's why I'm telling you, I'm like, I feel like maybe have knee surgery and then get in a bounce house. That's my advice to you as somebody who knows.
I do need to have my knees that clicking noise.
That's why I'm telling you. That's why I'm like, as someone who goes on a lot of walks with you in the cold, maybe first have your knees analyzed and then go in a bounce house.
No, see, she's making a big deal out of the fact that nothing, you know? Just because
maybe the whole knee will go to the left and she goes to the right.
Click, 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 and it's not my heels, it's my knees.
I'm just worried.
They click when I walk.
I just want them to last
It
till
just-
40, okay?
Hey, I'll make it to 40.5. I cop to the fact that my knees are just toasted all the way.
I feel like one of these is needing some maintenance.
That's why I'm
They're
into.
they're definitely gonna scan one of these and be like, we have to inject some sort of juice.
Oh, I imagine if I ever go in for like one of those full body CTs where they like map your whole body, they're going to pull me out and be like,
The second you get insurance, we're going to a major. The first appointment we're doing is a joint doctor, and they're whatever. I don't even remember. Like rheumatology, I think it's rheumatology, and they're gonna do the knees, and we're gonna be like, so
and
what
my
is?
back.
And we're like, what is it? Is it full surgery, replacement, injection? What do we got to do? How long is it? 3 months? 4? 6? What are we in for? Because I don't know, but I'm assuming she's going to be posted up, wrapped up, securing it,
Unable to
locked
work.
in it.
Concerned my work is on my feet. Yeah.
You're gonna have to have had your job for a long amount of time. They're gonna be dependent on you, and then we're gonna have to tell them. So she's gonna be gone for a little bit.
Like 2 months.
Yeah.
That's why I want to look into getting it. Yeah,
And then you're gonna come back with like a crutch.
I'm going to apply for a job as a bank teller.
No, it's no. Look, people who hire big people should know that you're going to at some point lose that person for a few months to knee operation. If you don't know that when you become reliant on a big person that you're going to lose them for a few months or a knee operation.
She's talking this way. I mean this way, not that way. I mean this way. I mean giants, okay? I mean giants. I mean when you hit someone above 6'3", 6'3" and up, okay, by the time that person is like, once they get to the mid-30s, when they start creeping on the mid-30s, they start scoping out knee, back doctors. They start scoping them out like, hey, can you start analyzing my joints? There's this thing, and it's only been happening for like 20 years.
I've only been going through this since my 20s.
Let's take a walk around the floor, doctor.
I'm thinking by the time this decade rounds out, I might need to address it. What do you think, doctor?
Well, and my mom told me that there's something in my family where like they're born with like
what it's called is being tall.
No, my family's prone to this thing where the kneecap is in more pieces than it should be. It's in like instead of one piece, it's in 2 pieces or something.
The proneness is gigantic.
Well, they do grow them tall in Pennsylvania.
Like they grow them high. Like they grow them high up here. Anytime I've been, like when I was married, we and Kevin used to talk about it, like, let's plan to have a point where you have to take a year or so off of work. And like we used to talk about life like that. Like there's going to be a point where you have to take a year or so off of work for a knee replacement or so.
Or back surgery in my case.
Because remember, he had a knee shatter in high school.
Yeah.
From a basketball injury. So we just are like, at some point, that knee's going to get fucked up again in like your mid late 30s. So we're like, get that like.
You're going to take a mild fall and all of a sudden, or you're going to go down hard. Like running after somebody for something.
And that's going to have to be replaced.
Or playing like a game, like a pickup basketball game.
Easily.
And you're going to be that guy who blows out his knee in his 30s doing a pickup basketball game with your friends.
Every time he went up for a pickup game, I was like, you better give 70%. I swear to God.
If you go hard, we're getting divorced.
If you come out 100%, I'd be like, I swear to God, if you give more than 70%. Come out here with a torn ACL over this pickup soccer game. You're not pro, nigga. Nobody's out here scouting you.
Playing baseball in the park? Okay. Don't do any slides.
We're not going to the ER after this shit. I'm not going to urgent care.
If you slide into home, you're sliding into
Why are you dunking on people? Why are you dunking on people?
You're not Jordan.
You're not in the NBA. You're not LeBron.
No. Did you make $1 million for this game?
You don't need to be coming down hard on your baby knees.
No.
Baby those knees and ankles. You have to go to work tomorrow. Gently come down on them. Like somebody who has to go to work for the next 7 days.
Right? Dabs. It's time for dabs. I'm excited for dabs. I like dabs.
What women do, they just run themselves ragged forever. Like they don't need to ever go to sleep. Like, bitch, you have to wake up tomorrow and go to work. And she's like, oh, I know. And it's like, do you? Because it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Like, so stop it.
I don't have to go
Stop.
anywhere until...
Stop it. She'll still be cleaning. And you're like, stop. Put the sponges down. Go to sleep. It's like, but I can just get a little more done tonight. It'll make it less work for tomorrow. Like, go to sleep. This isn't healthy. Yes, that's why I'm dabbing now. Because 1 is going to give me the munchies, and 2 is going to give me the energy. You know the Fritos.
She's going to make us a snack.
Because that's why I didn't want to make it then, because I didn't have the energy. I want to make the good chili Fritos. That the onions, the cilantro, the onion, the jalapeno. I don't want to make them basic where they just
do a high caloric snack.
Exactly.
Especially since we have not had dinner.
Exactly. It's got to be a big plate.
Oh, I will rationalize chili Fritos.
Anytime. I'll be like, no, I earned it because I made it to my doctor's appointment today that I brought. So I earned it.
I got up and actually got up.
So
okay, I deserve chili cheese Fritos as much as this bitch.
I mean, essentially, you can see it.
The great shame is that they did not have
I live for when he's gaining the weight. I love for his lack of fat shaming. Like, you will not shame me, nigga.
I lost so much clothes in the fire. What can I say?
If the bee almost killed me, the swelling will go down. In my sweats. I had to wear these sweats to work today. Shut the fuck up. Sometimes all I could find was my matching grays.
Of an iced tea salad dressing on the side.
Pasta and tomatoes, very light on the oil. I'll have a Caesar, no dressing. And tomatoes, warm cookies, no nuts. A slice of cheesecake, creme brulee, hot fudge sundae, extra fudge. On the side. Ice cold milk.
It's a big B.
It was a big B.
I would like to go back and watch Home Improvement.
Fudge. It's on Hulu.
I do love Home Improvement.
It's on Hulu right now.
Because 90s Tim Allen was so...
not as problematic as his.
So wholesome. He was that, he was the handy dad.
Yeah, all those white boys made me fall in love with all the white boys I'm with now. Like now that when I go and talk to them on Tinder, I'm like, ooh, you're so cute. I like you. And then I go and flirt with them and then they say problematic things to me. And I'm like, ugh. 2019.
Why are you still like this? Why are they still like this?
Even the ones who are on the right are just on the left. So I don't even know what to do with it. This is why we're all single, because I just, you know what, I'm just gonna adopt a kid and raise it by myself and be Oprah, because these motherfucking niggas out here just don't know how to act. I'm just gonna be single forever and do my golden girl shit, because these women out here today are just fucking garbage. Anyway. Home Improvement. Yeah. Where's JCT at?
Jonathan Taylor Thomas? Who knows?
Probably being out there somewhere with problematic politics.
He does the occasional pop-up as a like special guest star on shows.
I'm glad he's not talking.
The other two don't do like hardly anything. Brad
he made a lot of money when he was young, Brad. He did. Yeah. He played kids until he was like 30, and then
that's true.
And then he made a shit ton of money playing kids until he was like 30.
Mm-hmm.
Which is really the smartest thing you can possibly do. is make a shit ton of money playing kids until you're like 30. That's what I would have done if I had gotten put into
until you lose the baby
if
face.
I had gotten put into child acting
until
when I was
the baby face,
which is what my mom wanted to do. If my mom had actually put me into child acting when I was like a baby and made me a slave laborer, I could have still been child acting right now, basically, until basically like this year, and just basically stopped right now playing like a 19-year-old. And
see, the opposite was true for me. At 14, I could have played a 21-year-old.
This would be the perfect time. I'd be just now stopping playing like a 19-year-old.
I could have played a
college
like,
kid
for like
I'm
15
being
years.
done with my like Nickelodeon. Have like 10, 15 million in the bank at least. Have like one Neutrogena ad run. I stayed off of a controversy. You good? That would have been great.
You should diet, and you should diet.
I mean, yes, some eating disorder problems, but what is that?
Santa Claus.
What is this intense therapy and the psychological problems of it all for financial stability and not having to eat cat food in 20 years when the economy crumbles, you know?
We're going to be lucky if we can afford cat food. I'm probably going to have to go out and hunt.
Well, yeah, I could still play a teen right now, but I would be
dangerous.
retiring because I wouldn't want to. You know, I'd be like, well, this is the year I could retire. And also they would be telling me to stop because this would be the year I started really needing night cream. And also my wine intake would be really kicking up my like skin aging. They'd be like, girl, you need to slow down that wine. And I'd be like, nah. Like, I'd be like, I'm playing a child and I'm 31. I'm like, I'm going to need the wine. Can't slow that down. Which is what I think every time I see these like think about like some of the best actors on like Disney were the ones who you saw playing a kid for 20 years. And you're like, this motherfucker has to be 25. You're like, just based on how long I've seen them playing a kid. Those were the best ones.
They were playing a 15-year-old when I was 15 years old.
Those were always your faves.
And I'm 27.
The best ones are the ones who've been playing a kid for a couple decades. And you're like, that's got to be hurting their feelings a little bit, right?
A little bit.
Yeah, like the child actor chick on BoJack Horseman. Or, who's the, who's the girl, is it Ali Wong? Is that the name of her movie on the Disney movie? On,
No, Ali Wong.
What's that name of that Disney movie?
It's Wendy Wu. Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warrior.
Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warrior. That girl. She played a kid for literally ever before they finally put on Scandal. By the time she was on Scandal, that chick had to have been like, 30
something.
She had to be in her 30s by the time they put her on Scandal. She was on Disney though for like ever. She was playing a kid for decades because she has an eternal baby face. She doesn't age. She's timeless. Good for her and her skin. But I mean, the lack of depth that her character's got, and the lack of range that she got to portray as an actress. I mean, she was on Zack and Cody's show, I think, for a long time. That was kind of demeaning.
That would be.
But you're getting your checks, you know. You're getting paid. And that's why you need your wine. You need your wine so that you can be like, my bank account runneth over. Zack and Cody are the stars.
Yep.
I'm the C actress to Zack and Cody. Everyone knows who Zack and Cody are. No one knows my name. And at least my skin is timeless. And I'm just hoping that she gets to be in the next Crazy Rich Asian movie. I'm praying to God that she's.
That'd be really good.
I'm praying to God that she's like a bridesmaid in the next Crazy Rich Asian movie. Oh, I'm praying. She'd be the perfect like American cousin in the next Crazy Rich Asian movie. But like, she doesn't she hasn't gotten that shine that she deserves, even though she's a great actress.
So you're just gonna skip me?
Marvel.
I get it. I'm gonna move my phone over next to your phone because I'm tired of looking like both ways because I'm never paying attention.
Oh my God, that's a super smart thing to do.
Yeah. Because I feel like I'm like ignoring one whole like.
Shame. It takes a minute to think to do those things, though. But also, I needed to clear that off. There's barely anything on there. We'll see it's still on here.
That's why I didn't do it.
Well, damn, girl. That was violent.
Well, I forgot that this thing, you know, is not counterweighting.
You didn't have to do it like that. Okay, I still have this in my hand. I should put this down, I guess. I have to put the weed down. Don't let my titties fall out. Okay.
See?
I've secured my titties and the camera. Everything is secured.
We got like a whole station here now.
And the camera looks like it's not going to recollapse. Mostly? Mostly, hostly. Last night it felt like 3 times. It was mostly hostly collapsing.
You know what you can use is what I've used before is the
Hey.
Oh, the canister that the sugar is in.
Perfect.
Because it's tall and it's got a wide enough base where it'll hold your whole tripod. We have to set something in front of that light, I think, because it's like something to just cut a little bit of it because it's a lot. Let me move mine forward just a little bit.
Don't knock anything over though.
Oh, I will do my very best.
Should do her least violent best. Don't we all though? Have a good night.
I want the angle up a little bit.
You should do that from the back. That's what I've learned.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to figure out.
Oh yeah, that's not a good angle. The other way. This way. This way.
No, we don't need both of us in the picture. This is mine, not with your.
Okay,
picture.
well, then go back.
I'm just saying it because you're in yours, I'm in mine. I just want it angled up a little bit more. I just didn't want it angled low. That's all. I'm just trying to. There.
I feel like that was a useless endeavor. A little good.
No. I didn't position it in the right spot because I'm still looking at 2 different cameras.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I felt like it was useless. And I don't want my closet in it.
No, okay, let's start that. Jesus. Not like we took the time to set this up beforehand.
Well, that's on you, boo-boo. Don't put we in that. Put that on you. And now your camera's in my camera. There you go. And it's in.
Never know if we're getting your closet. You know, let me just put back to what it was. It's fine. Fruitless, you're right. Stupid.
It's the kind of thing you have to do beforehand. I would never call you stupid, though. We can definitely set it up differently, though, and get them all in the same position.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get my nectar collector on. Oh yeah, that makes sense. To see, it tabs these on both.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get my nectar collector and get all of that out of there. Once I get most of it out. And get it all out.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna apply for a non-cooking job.
Get your non-cooking on?
Yeah. Keep the cooking for home and our future YouTube stream. And if I ever open my own place, but I'm not doing it for other people anymore because I'm just I'm burned out. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of bullshit.
Being undervalued and overused.
That is the nature of food service. That's what people don't get. Food service is one of the only. It's an industry where you can expect like masterful level work, but pay people
Masterful
shit.
artistry.
Yeah, masterful artistry, especially if you're like one of those super high-end places, but pay people shit.
Because you don't get masterful artistry from like people making Eagle Outfitters jeans. That's not the same level of masterful artistry of clothing design. So it's cool, I guess, if you were not to pay them sweatshop prices, but if you were paying them just, minimum wage to make those jeans. But it's not cool to pay people what they pay to make like artistry in kitchen. And they pay them minimum wage and no benefits and won't even unionize them or anything.
Right.
But they want literal art. Art that they can display and show off as art, be awarded for. They want to be awarded best in the state and best in the county. And it's like, but you literally give them minimum wage barely or no benefits. You won't even give them salary. You treat them like trash. But you want art?
I used to work for a lady in Redlands at her
That
bakery.
fucking bitch.
Martha Green.
I always hated that mediocre excuse for a chef. I hate that woman.
I'm sorry, Meredith White. No real names. No. Miss MG. She was fucking awful. Okay, first of all, the place is famous for cake.
One of the most famous kitchens in Redlands, California.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. This was before like the everything from scratch super local craze hit. Because then that did hit Redlands, and we got a la minute ice cream, which was spectacular.
Yeah, and then that whole olive oil shop.
Mm-hmm. And Parliament chocolate. No, Redlands became a food scene. Before that happened, Martha Green had a place there.
And that real bakery
MG had a place there.
Up.
Yeah, MG had a place on the side next to State Street for years, and it was so well regarded. But it was mediocre.
Everybody talked about that place.
Okay.
Everyone said that
First
bakery
of all,
and restaurant.
She was always
the best
people would ask her
Redlands.
about her cakes, and she'd say, "Oh, they're all family recipes," but they were something from a place called Bake Mark, which is like a subsidiary of Cisco or something like that. It was cake mix. Which there's no shame in using cake mix, but be honest. It was cake mix, and for the lemon or orange or other fruit flavored cakes,
If you're gonna be cake mix,
we used an item
be
called
the type of
Fruto.
person that says, cake mixes are just as good as regular cake.
Right. Cake mixes can be fine. Don't sell it off as something that's a special family recipe. But the flavorings we used were something called Fruto.
Oh my god, they literally stained your hands.
Were gallon buckets, white buckets. They were shelf stable until you opened them.
Oh.
And I think even after. And they were basically nuclear colored fruit concentrate, like natural flavoring.
They were nothing natural.
Fruto,
natural is not a qualification.
Fruto is the worst stuff. It when you see it like pure and taste it pure, it's chemical as fuck.
It felt chemical on your hands.
You mix it into whatever you're doing, and it super ooh. That's why, at least the place I work at now, we use something called perfect puree, which is, that's it. It's orange peel. It's orange zest. Our orange zest is orange zest. It's not extra shit. It's just orange zest. Fruto, there's orange type pieces in it, but you never really get to see what they are. And
that shit literally kind of burned my skin a little bit, and then it would take like hours and mini washes for your skin to go back to regular color.
Fruto is a nasty little industry secret.
It was crazy, and you're like, that bitch's cakes aren't natural.
Yeah, and then the insulting one was her angel food cake. Now she charged $26 for a whole angel food cake.
Ridiculous.
And it was a big angel food cake.
It was tall,
but it was Krusty's. And it was basically the same cake you could get at Costco for $6.99.
It was a package mix.
Yeah. It was basically the same cake you
could get
at Costco for $6.99. We saw it at Sam's Club in Costco.
Your mom could make it at home.
Same cake.
We made it at the shop. Just pour it in the package and mix it.
Just mix it. No, it was all just, and the bread was from scratch. It was good bread. I liked the bread. I ate a lot of the bread.
The bread recipes were great.
While I worked there.
Really did. Got bread thick.
Now, she had
Booty got bread thick.
She had an okay biscuit recipe. And I took 10 years and modified it into my insane biscuit recipe.
And that chocolate, that double chocolate.
You could never have had that. The cookie
recipe?
The round one?
Yeah.
You never had one of those.
No, but I made it.
Oh yeah. No, those were the best.
I didn't ever eat it.
Because they were there were
so many nuts.
Pecans,
but I know, but I did respect
chips.
it. I respected the fuck out of it. I never could eat it, but I respected the fuck out of it.
Dark chocolate chips, and that made up like 80% of it, and the rest of the mass was just enough.
It was just like chocolate and nuts and just a little bit of enough products to hold it together as a mass. Mm-hmm. I respected the fuck out of it. I couldn't eat it, but I respected it.
My mom calls them chocolate Death Stars. Mm-hmm. Now, when I worked there, the entire time I worked there, I could recite you off every recipe, including the chocolate Death Stars. And when I quit, I was like, I don't need to write any of this down.
I hated this fucking cunt for not writing these recipes down. This is why I hate her. And I ask her this every time she works somewhere. Are you writing the recipes down?
No, I take pictures of my phone.
I ask her this all the time. Are you writing the recipes down? And she'll be like, let me start taking. You can't not write recipes. Like, you can't just trust your brain.
My brain is the worst.
That's where we learned that at our first job. Like, you have to track the recipes.
Because there are recipes from her I would have liked to have taken and modified.
There were so many recipes from her that I should have taken and modified, but I was not tracking the recipes because I was a silly young
swirl bread. After I stopped it from collapsing every time. The
Eclair recipe, I should have kept that with me, but I was a silly youngin' and I thought I would remember it forever.
I know how to make it. Was a package.
Yeah, exactly. It was packaged. No, I know how to make good. No, it was the filling. It was the filling that I wanted.
Oh, that was just packaged. Exactly. No, it's just packaged vanilla pudding and whipped cream.
I made
it every week.
Okay, I know how to make good eclairs myself now.
That's what it was. You would make vanilla pudding. You dump a package of that into cold milk, whip it up, and then you whip up.
I make my own good ones now.
I think we used whipped cream, like straight whipped cream, but it might have been the whipped cream substitute that you just dump into a bowl and it's got everything you need in it.
I don't know, but I do make my own good ones now.
Oh yeah.
After I left there and I realized, I was like, I don't know how we were making because I got so sick afterwards. I was like, I don't know.
The ones I do is
I
during Christmas when I'm feeling fancy. I do croquembouche. I'll do. It's basically a Christmas tree made out of cream puffs. I
love that. The spiral tower, and then you drizzle the chocolate down.
You make basically a quick caramel, which is just sugar cooked to a caramel stage.
Cookbooks I got from my grandmother had a cookbook recipe in it, and I just stared at that cream puff pie recipe forever.
And it's not solid.
I want to learn pastry.
It's just you start with a ring of cream puffs and then you stick them together.
I didn't know how to cook anything.
And you just build these rings. But I knew that one day I wanted to learn
pastry because of that little pile.
It's almost like the onion volcano at Benihana's, but it goes all the way to a point, and then you drizzle caramel around the whole thing, like not caramel, but sugar cooked to that stage, so that while you're drizzling it, it basically freezes midair into candy floss.
A picture like that will really inspire a little young food heathen if you want to learn how to cook. Even if you don't know anything about food, you get a recipe like that and you really be inspired to learn how to cook.
Oh wait, let's check the Learning Library, generously donated by Helen Yurt. May she rest in peace.
Right? I have mine over there. I was actually really feeling so reminiscent looking at my old recipes from my family.
I need my eyes.
On Thanksgiving, looking at my old, I put them right over here.
I see.
I was looking at my old recipes from my grandma and grandparents, I guess I should say, on my Thanksgiving. And it really made me miss them and think about them so much. I love that I have them and have them like organized. Recipes by them, and even like recipes with my granny's handwriting.
Oh yeah, I still there were roses from her garden pressed into some of these books.
Yeah,
and so many of them have like little notes in them, like add two cups extra sugar or cut a teaspoon.
That's
of salt.
The stuff that really means something to you, and that's why it means so much to me. And like I have the ones that are pages from my grandfather's the newspaper that he would get from his hometown in Missouri, Kansas, I believe is what it's called.
Oh, damn. She talks about it in her book, but there's no pictures in this edition.
As usual.
It's there's literally the New Year's show. It's the French chef cookbook, Julia Child.
Ooh.
The first thing it is croquembouche.
And see, when my people get my cookbooks, they all have notes, and all mine have notes in them. And
what we need is a good Christmas cookbook, or
all my cookbooks have.
Damn it, my professional baking book is still being borrowed by a fucking stoner.
Which one?
My professional baking by one from school.
Still no, I meant which fucking stoner?
Oh, my Dylan came to work with me.
Oh. Yeah, I lent my professional baking to one of my friend's daughters who wants to learn how to cook.
Julia Child.
I know I'll get it back eventually. I know where he lives.
Right? I don't know where to sit. My mom chastised me for keeping this book.
I told him he can keep it for up till she graduates from college.
My mom chastised me for keeping these books after they were in our garage because she's like, they're just ruined. They water damage, all that stuff. And it's like, no. No, you do not.
That's why I have my folder full of clippings. It's because I figured it was after I had my water damaged
closet.
No storage space. I was like, I need to consolidate all my most important recipes into a folder and stuff of things I absolutely cannot lose from my grandparents, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why I have the folder of stuff I have to carry with me because I can't carry all my books with me. I have like a bin of books I can carry with me. And then I have the folder of recipes I can carry with me. Like if there's a fire, I can grab that folder and run out the house. And at least I have a folder, like a photo album of memories of my grandparents, you know?
Yeah. You know who might actually done it? Yeah, it'll probably be in here since it's French. We will check Georges Pepin, Complete Techniques. And this lovely tome, La Cuisine de France, the Countess de Toulouse.
Ooh, I like this one.
Lautrec.
I look through this one all the time.
This was written by the Countess
This is a
de
good
Toulouse.
one. I look through this one all the time in the house, just while I'm chilling in here. Actually, I looked through this
It's
one
such a
since I've
great
lived
book.
here. This is just
Such
a
a great
good
book.
book.
It's got a lot of good basic skills.
It does. Like, okay, look at the pages. This just has a lot of good basic skills in it. Good basic skills tutorial cookbook. We're a cookbook house, if you can't tell. That's the type of house this is. This page literally just like, this is just cutting up apple swans. Like, you ever want to learn that? Here you go. Olive rabbits. Flower vases with squash. I'm telling you. We went to such a pedantic school. If you don't know how to make mayonnaise, I suggest you learn. It's better to make it at home. Also,
Such a good
apple swans.
See, that's another thing. You can do pastry puff swans, which are fun. Where you make cream puffs, and you make them in this like swipe. You know, that's what we'll do. Here in the next couple weeks, we are going to do a holiday cooking video for different treats you can bring to be that extra bitch at your
Right, to be the extra bitch.
at your family's holiday party. Like, oh, you brought a store-bought pie. That's great. I brought cream puff swans for everybody. Would you like a cream puff swan with strawberry wings? No.
Right? I think we should do those.
Go fuck yourself.
The being the extra bitch recipes.
Oh, you brought a croquembouche to Grandma's 90th Christmas? You win. You get the inheritance. Everything.
Have you made poached salmon lately?
Right?
It's really the only way to make it.
Oh, this has bookmarks in it. Now I wonder if they're my bookmarks.
Well, they look cheap and tattered, just like you.
Pastry, 7 minutes. Sweet pastry, flake, cream puff, $6.49.
Ooh. Mayonnaise of chicken. It's the most Caucasian recipe I've ever read.
Another book with no pictures.
I'll take it. You can take the
Because I'm
picture
trying to
book.
find a picture of a croquembouche. And
Well,
I know which books will
I
have
had a book that had a croquembouche recipe. It might be in here. I'll
it. I
see.
know which books.
Ooh, I love this. Oh, this is gorgeous. Yeah, this is a French cookbook, all right.
Oh, very French. It's a great cookbook.
Oh, this is French as fuck. Oh, this is gorgeous. It reminds me of one of my favorite cookbooks. I'm surprised I don't see it out here. I usually keep it right out where I can get to it. It makes me feel better when I'm sad. Where's it at? Shh. Antonio. He hears us talking.
See,
Broiled salmon with white
these
butter
are my
sauce.
spell books. This is the kind of witch I am. This is the kind of witch I am. These are my spell books.
Yes, these are our spell books, 100%. You see how we're ruminating over them like witches? Like,
Christmas bread.
Sorry I'm having network issues, but I hope you do get to see. Here, I'll show you some pages from this cookbook real quick. It's older, so I'm going to be a little more gentle. You see, it's all words, no pictures. That's how the French do. They're like, figure it out. You're lucky you got instructions. That's how they are. They're like, you got instructions? Well, you're lucky. Enjoy that you got instructions and figure it the fuck out. Okay? That's a blessing in a French cookbook. Giving you instructions is all you get. Now work it out and hope that it tastes good. What was that? Muscle Saint Jean. Nicolas Saint Jean. Fue celebré.
Okay, hold on. 918.
Fue fuerte. Incroyable. Incroyable. Squid in their ink.
See, and this is what I'm talking about, cream puff swans. Right here, I found a picture of these. That's a cream puff swan. Right there.
Polarity. I'm just going to stir this little spell book here. Pomme de terre chips. Crepes de pomme de terre. No sene. Crepe pomme de terre.
Oh my God, there's a recipe for eggnog in here.
Crepes de sene. What does that mean? Potato crepes sene?
Huh?
Potato crepes sene?
Which ones? Buenos. I don't know. That's what Monsieur Google exists for. Monsieur Google.
Sauteed cheese potatoes. Pomme de terre. Sauté au fromage.
My first 3 Harry Potter books, right? Because you and Dalton borrowed them. So you have them somewhere, I hope. So you walked off with those. I will track them down. Okay, I see 2 of them. I need to see.
I didn't take them out the house. I never took them out the house. If that's what you mean.
I didn't imagine you did. I just thought maybe he got like.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know why you're saying it like that. I never took them out the house. So, no. I don't have them like that. They never left the house.
Okay. Everyday cooking with Jacques. What the hell? Can I have the old edition of that book too? I didn't realize. No, okay. So that was Jacques Pepin's Complete Techniques. I have another Jacques Pepin book here.
Yeah, no. The only time he was reading your books was here.
Every day. Oh my gosh. No, I was just looking at something that was amazing. Damn that French bastard. Okay. Okay, there's number 3.
See your Harry Potter books?
I did.
Okay, I was about to say, I ain't take no Harry Potter books out this house.
See, look, Grandma right here. This is a Grandma shopping list with a phone number at the top.
Oh, handwriting.
Now
Now, what you need to do is use my scanner, scan that into your computer so that you have your grandmother's handwriting forever saved to the cloud. until the cloud is erased after a tragic end of the world event.
And she had such elegant handwriting.
So see, we both need to do that. I have some of my grandmother's handwriting too. We both need to scan that into the computer. Until the cloud is erased, we'll have our grandmother's handwritings digitally saved. So we need to set a date to do that. Not be irresponsible and shit. Because we both say that to our moms, don't we? Like, Mom, save that stuff. Pepper stuffed with tuna and rice. Parent farciaris.
Cooking for company.
Farciaris.
Ooh, the Southern Junior League cookbook. What do you want at those fancy bitches?
Let me see. That sounds like something you do for the yacht club.
My grandma, she made it a point of when they would travel cross country by car or on any family vacation by car.
Oh my God, she has the good ass.
She would stop at every church and side street bake sale she could. If they were selling cookbooks, she would buy that cookbook.
Filet of beef with green peppercorns. Oh yeah,
and so I have cookbooks for many small, out of the way places.
Cadillac stew
in America.
Oh, she got the good cookbooks.
Cooking.
Beef, chuck roast, and salt pork.
The Farm Journal, cooking for company.
Beef tips Creole.
You can actually look in the front and see this one was published in '68.
Look, beef tips Creole.
Ooh. Shortening, celery, parsley, oregano, garlic pepper, sweet basil, chili powder, nutmeg. Yeah, that's
gumbo filet.
We even have gumbo filet. We have most of that.
Hot rice. Look at that. Oh, hell yes. We are making this, honey. This is a good ass cookbook.
Hostess's how-to plan company menus, how to set an attractive table, how to dramatize food with garnishes, how to serve guests graciously. Be gracious to your guests.
Boifi à la provençale.
Country best cakes, cookies, and pies. Great.
This is a Creole cookbook.
Which one? Oh, Southern Junior League. Yeah.
Beef Bourgogne.
It would be.
Oh my God, it is.
You've never really looked through this. There's some random.
I know. I've looked through your books all the time, but this one specifically is a deep cut. This is a deep cut.
This is like less than half the original.
Yeah, no, this is a deep cut. This is a deep cut I haven't come across before.
Because it doesn't look like what you found out it is.
Yeah, it doesn't. This is a deep cut.
And unfortunately, a lot of these books are in the condition of falling apart. That's why I tend not to.
And some of them, some of them are really delicate and older. So I'm very careful with them.
One of the things I want to do is go through and scan every page.
But no, I think I'm going to spend the winter and spring on this one. Oh yes,
that's a good one.
Look at the Junior League of Atlanta is the first thing listed. And then Charleston, South Carolina.
Oh, it's a compilation from all the local ones.
The Charleston, West Virginia.
An area compilation.
Yes, it is.
Homemade country breads. Holiday yeast rolls. Ooh, hold on. What? Go back. Buttery fillings. Get these rolls placed in special occasion meals. Ooh. That's brioche. Okay. It's basically brioche.
Okay, now
no shame in that.
We're late enough where we can play the
Christmas Chronicles with
Kurt
Russell.
Kurt Russell, sorry. I looked it up earlier, specifically by his name. Back to my list. I'm like, it's Christmas time.
Hamburger buns.
Let me add Kurt Russell to the list. Beignet, Sid, cocktailers. Look, the first thing on the page is beignets.
Mm-hmm.
This is the original beignet seed biscuit, which the New York Times has called a cocktail biscuit that should revolutionize cocktail parties.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And the sesame cheese biscuit.
Oh, but wait. Hold on. I just kicked something over and I don't know what.
It's just water.
Okay.
It's got the lid on it though.
Hold on. Wait.
And we got
But wait.
Fontaine crab dip, Belafontaine crab dip. Girl, you're not ready for what's on this page, though.
Oh, I have a cookbook from the Junior League of San Francisco.
Okay, but you're not ready. You bring that over here. Bring that over here, because you're not ready for what's on this southern
What's on that
page.
page? What's on it? Show me. Oriental dip.
I do declare.
Oh yes.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, the Junior League of San Francisco.
We're not going to make that one. Miss Katie Shrimp Dip.
1979, Junior League of San Francisco.
Let's check out the Junior League of San Francisco Southern League. Junior League of San Francisco's a la carte.
Okay, now this
Brunches.
suffered an unfortunate accident during storage.
Oh my.
But this book is actually really special.
It looks really great.
This is not from Grandma's collection. This was
Never on Sunday Dinner.
This was from a boss of mine.
I love that Spanish
who is
computer
trying
made the
to
list.
suck up to
Moussaka, tossed greens with an anchovy salad dressing, fresh pears, apples, and grapes.
This is the International Cookbook. Over 3,300 recipes gathered from all over the world, including many never published before in English. 1906.
Teenagers Dance.
Yeah, this book was printed in 1906. It's the International Cookbook by the head chef who ran Delmonico's in New York City.
Man, this is pretty. No pictures, once again. None of these have pictures. You know, Cooking Blind was just the shit. And I actually have a lot of cookbooks like this. I have whole sets. They're all buried back here in my Prime books where it's hard to get to. She'll tell you, like, my books are all really buried and hard to get to.
Luncheon, celery broth.
Why they got
Fish
the only pictures in
cutlets,
here is a picture of a house? How the fuck that helpful?
Rice Creole. And lemon custard pie. Dinner, salted almonds, potage,
chocolate cheesecake
with Parmesan cheese. Damn, okay.
Carrot cake with cream cheese frosting.
Ooh, I do like a cream cheese frosting.
Who doesn't? Let's see, how many eggs?
This is a weird little book.
4 eggs, that's a good amount.
It's not done like your normal cookbook.
Do you know the best cheesecake I ever had 10 eggs in it? Isn't that an insane amount?
Oh, really?
For a cheesecake? I mean, I'm sorry, not cheesecake, a carrot cake.
This is like one of the first modern cookbooks.
1 carrot cake. It had 10 eggs in it. That's like a heart attack in a cake. It was amazing, though. Shh.
Your video ended. There's something in the back of this book.
So anyway, we were talking about nice guys earlier, and that's very relevant today because I was reading this really good article.
Yeah.
About Chris Brown randomly. And okay, well, actually, the way I came across this article was very funny, and I have to show you. Antonio, stop.
Shut up a little bit.
Stop being dramatic. You shouldn't have been bad today. Let me show you how I came across this article because it's really funny. Speaking of nice guys, let's talk about Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood and Tom Hanks. There's this amazing Tom Hanks thirst thread going around. Antonio, chill. What's your phone doing? Shh. Oh my God. Well, you gotta look at him. Oh, he's about to stop. Okay. So look at this. So this is how the Tom Hanks thread starts.
Oh, yeah, that's weird.
Do you get it? That's Tom Hanks. Oh, go close the door. That's part of the reason why he's whiny.
So just an ass.
Right.
Oh, damn it. And now I fucked up my angles.
No, it's still perfect. Stop, Antonio.
Okay, what is it?
Okay. It says it's a thirst for Tom Hanks thread. It's about how good he looks in this picture.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's got like daddy vibes in this picture, right? Okay, so you see that one. And then the next one. Because the point of it was that she was like, I'm ready to eat.
She had to walk me there, but when I got there, it was funny.
So this has been going on for like a few hours now. That's the one I retweeted. It has a lot more retweets than that now. The Tom Hanks thirst is strong today.
I know it's Tuesday. Oh, check.
Look how many retweets my one
Nice.
has for his. Yeah. So yeah. So the real nice guy in these streets, Mr. Rogers, can take that cardigan off anytime. We are thirsting over Tom Hanks today in these streets. He's looking good out here with the beard, giving us that strong zaddy energy. Keep bringing it, Tom. Keep doing it. Now, we're not going to call you a nice guy out here, but we are going to call you Mr. Rogers in these streets, and we're here for it. Ooh, is this a book about restaurants in France?
It's the New Orleans restaurant cookbook.
Oh, the French Quarter.
Yeah. Ooh. And it's about like the history, but there's also recipes in here.
Yeah, if y'all don't know, that's how Tom is out here flexing right now. Out here doing it on us, impressing us, making us sweat. So, we see you, Tom.
If you're into that.
If you're into that hot, older, nice guy look, is there for you when you want to talk about your feelings? And he's like, I'm just here to listen. In the meantime, about a guy who says that, but in a way creepier way, Drake.
Oh, Drake.
So while I was on my friend who started that Threads page, Clarkeisha Kent on Twitter she had written an article. Drake has no business texting teenage girls. How true that is, right? A man in his 30s be texting teenage girls that are not his relatives. That just seems like predatory old shit.
It's problematic.
Right? Things that shouldn't be happening. Right?
No.
So I was like, without even reading this article, that's fact. But then I went and read it. And my God, the things that I read. So let's have a little conversation about the world today.
Let's talk about Drake.
Let's talk about men and people and grooming young people to be with you when they assume the moment they become legal. Some on that R. Kelly shit, right? Let's talk about that. My dad was a social worker and a psychologist, so like I knew all about grooming and but most young people and girls don't know that adults who aren't necessarily looking to go to jail will just like form a congenial relationship with you and essentially get in there so that they're already lined up to be the first one to hit it the moment you're legit, if that makes sense. I.e., if you're the star of Stranger Things, Millie Bobby Brown, and Drake is texting you on the regular because he's mentoring you, that doesn't make any fucking sense. That's grooming somebody to be ready to be his girl as soon as you're legal for like a year so that he can slide in there and be your nigga when you're 19. And it seems like a legitimate relationship, but really he had prepared you to be his girl on the low since you were 15.
That's creepy.
On that R. Kelly shit via some predatory grooming, which he's done with multiple girls who were underage, who were 16, 14, 17, and then he got with them when they were 18, 17, 19. You know, so like, yeah, nothing appropriate or okay about that. On that nice guy shit. And I liked how in the article, she started off talking about how when she was younger, she like had a thing for a guy at church who was like a youth pastor. And she was like, all this nigga had to do was like literally strum on an acoustic guitar. And I was like, and she's like, literally, if we had had regular texting, I would have been texting him. And an older girl tried to warn me about him. And I was like bitter at her, like, how dare you try to tell me that I have a crush on him? And I was really mad, low-key mad at her. And like, I did stay away from him a little bit, but like, I was low-key mad at her for trying to tell me like how I felt. Honestly. You need more coffee?
I do. I need some straight coffee, like coffee.
You need coffee. Make some coffee.
But I also need snacks.
I was gonna say we need food.
Yeah, I believe we
need food.
Delayed a snack.
Yes, I need to make food. Also, we need to smoke a little more.
Yes.
But yeah, yes. So she was like, but I want to finish the story real quick.
Finish your story,
because I think you'll totally get it, especially because you have sisters, and you have to have had observed this.
I only really spent time with one sister. The other sister she was a monster.
But you've observed it. It's the kind of thing you observe. That's
Okay.
why it's a story to tell, because it's the kind of thing you observe with girls. It's that's why it's she's the girl warned her about the guy and she took it personally. She's like, how dare you tell me that I got a crush on this dude who's too old for me, and that he's kind of being predatorial with me, and that I should stay away from him because he might be trying to take advantage of me, even though that's true. Even though everything you're saying is right and true.
Yes.
How dare you say that?
You know what's funny is that's the same thing my mom had happened with my mom and her sisters, because my aunt was married to, by all accounts, a very nice man, and then Jim stepped in, and Jim got her to divorce the other guy or leave him, and then marry Jim. And Jim, as it turns out, was a serial pedophile of his own children.
And it's
he's 12 children,
and you
mostly
can
girls.
try and warn someone, and they take that as an offense, and they get mad at you, and they're like, how dare you tell me?
Nobody liked Jim right off the bat. Nobody liked him. Everyone's like, this guy's kind of a piece of shit. Why are you leaving your really great husband for this dude? And my aunt was like, but Jim's great. Yeah.
And one thing she said in the article was she felt like he kind of saw in her that she was inexperienced, and she's like, I kind of feel like people don't suspect that cis heterosexual men are as aware as they are. And I'm like, I feel like people, what I was told by my dad as a kid was that there were just certain people. He didn't at all specify it to cis heterosexual men. He said there are people, period, who just have the ability to spot in certain other people the vulnerability to be victimized. Period. And it's it has nothing to do with their gender or sexuality, and has nothing to do with yours. It's they're just some people who have a vulnerability to be victimized, and there are certain people who are predators who can sense it. There are women, there are men, there are straight people, there are gay people. It's that have the ability to sense people who are vulnerable to be victimized, and people who are can sense it. Period. So he never specified it to any of that. He never made it somebody's more out there looking. He never made it somebody's more vulnerable than others. He never made it said girls are more vulnerable than boys. He never said that to me. That's one thing my dad never was said sexist on. He might have treated us like girls are more vulnerable than boys, but he never said that. And I think that's because as a social worker, he saw as many boys victimized as girls, to be honest. You can't honestly say that. That's the facts are, honestly, people victimize boys too. So, period. People just look for victims. So, people might victimize a lot of women, but when it comes to children and stuff, or young people, it's people are just looking for someone who's vulnerable. So, I know when I was a kid and I was around him when he was a social worker, I met a lot of girls in the system, but I met boys too. So that's what it makes me I don't fear it, even though it is a gendered issue. It's also when it comes to young people, it's a youth issue also.
Alright, so I'm going to make a cup of coffee. You're going to go make some
Chili
cheese Fritos. And I'm going to get energized for the second half of our evening.
It's our last Christmas movie. And
This is actually a really excellent Christmas movie. Netflix knocked it out of the park.
It really
it's
did.
Kurt Russell.
I was surprised, but it's fucking awesome.
And I can totally see Kurt Russell as an out-of-the-box kind of Santa.
He really is a great one. He was a delightful, amazing surprise as a Santa Claus.
And then I love that Goldie shows up at the end with him. Because of course she does.
Of course she does.
They have one of the best relationships in Hollywood.
Oh, you know I'm going to be Goldie Hawn when I grow up.
Now it's severely out of focus.
Well, the only thing that usually brings it back in focus is Squishy Kopi, so I just have to keep trying. I'll just have to give Squishy Kopi a chance.
Come back a little slower. Yeah, there you go. It's focusing now.
Huh?
It's trying.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube feed.
Mm-hmm.
I can make out our faces better.
We'll see what happens. With Squishy Kopi ham. When Squishy Kopi comes right back.
Your mother-in-law is trying to introduce an unknown protein Bob.
It's tuna, Bob.
There we go.
Once we threatened tuna, it cleared right up.
Oh, yes. Nobody really likes canned tuna. We all accept
my
it
God.
in certain things.
You notice it smells like cat food? What are they doing to the canned tuna?
The only thing canned tuna is really great in is tuna helper.
You actually have to get the bag
And
tuna
that's
now,
because-
and if you get the cheaper bag tuna, it smells like the canned bag
Mhm.
tuna. That seems like a plot.
A little bit.
I'm been experimenting because I like tuna, but I want it to not taste like chemicals. That doesn't seem like so much to ask. His beard is amazing. It's a weave, right?
It would almost have to be. I mean, did the man grow his facial hair for this movie? It seems like a total his kind of thing to do, but you never know.
That has to be a weave. It's a beard wig.
What would you call that?
Big. A beef. His jacket is so dope. Take this.
Oh, thank you.
I had a speaker somewhere. Oh, there it is behind me. Oh, that's why it is. That's why I got blocked, because I played music last night. I was a rebel. Fucking copyright. You know, sometimes I want to listen to music, fucking cunts. I don't give a fuck. Let me listen to my fucking music. Never get to listen to music. You know how hard it is to work every night and never listen to music? I want to listen to music sometimes. I'm a human being. I'm an animal. I would like to listen to music. Wake up. You're asleep.
I'm literally sitting here looking at the screen.
Okay, well, they all would agree that you're asleep. Let's replay the feed. Go to the tapes. They would say you were doing this. I'm gonna do you. I'm gonna do you. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
I refuse to.
Look at me.
Because you do
Look at me. Look at
I
me.
refuse to.
Look at me. I'm gonna do you. Look at me. I'm gonna do you.
I refuse to.
Look at me.
Because you're making this scene.
That was me doing it. But after taking
I
the hit.
refuse to engage with her. I'm leaving. I don't have to take this. I'm calling my agent. I said there's only one vicious cunt allowed on set.
Baby!
That's me.
Baby! Baby!
What?
Don't feed it, baby!
I'm not. Proceed to feed it.
Where is Big Earl?
On the wine cabinet.
I need it tonight. That's like, I'm not using that one tonight. It's not smoking it. Take it. Antoine's, Arnaud's, Brennan's, Galatores, Corinne Dunbar's. That's one. Caribbean Room of the Punch Chart Train. Punch Chart Train Hotel. How do you say that? I don't know. Punch Chart Train. I'm not classing that.
Oh.
Commander's Palace, Masson's Beach House, Langnape. You.
Yeah, the Pontchartrain.
The Pontchartrain?
Pontchartrain.
Pontchartrain. Pontchartrain. I fucking hate English and French.
The Caribbean Room with Pontchartrain Hotel.
You're both douches.
Mason's Beach House. Lagnape.
Lagnape. Lagnape.
Arnon's, Brennan's, Galatori's, Corinne Dunbar's. Why are you mad, bro? Why you mad? Is it because you burnt? Gave your boy a bath?
Yeah. It's got to be a beard weave, right? They're definitely styling the fuck out of it, but I mean, is it a weave? We know he's got extensions in his hair. He's got filler tracks. Maybe it's just beard filler?
Maybe. He's the greatest toymaker on earth.
I have like so many questions for the stylist for Kurt Russell. Like how much time went into the beard styling every day. But like 2 to 3 hours just on that. Just on Kurt's hair and beard.
Hair and the beard.
It was a journey.
Tell us exactly, how did you get the hair to stand up like that? Give us all the details.
It was a daily journey.
It's really starting to hurt. I might have to go put my hair back in a ponytail.
What's it in now?
No, I mean, basically switch this out to the ponytail.
Oh. Why don't you take an ibuprofen? Huh? Oh. Yeah. What kind of twitch was that?
My muscle just clicked. I'm Santa Claus, Teddy, not Yoda.
I might season the chips a bit since I do usually make it with the chili cheese fritas.
I was thinking you would.
But I always season the chili, so
Still working on that Domino's pizza?
yeah.
Good.
But I probably won't eat it all myself. I'll probably only eat one more slice. You know me.
I do.
You know me. Excuse me, I'm gonna take one more dab and then get this chili done. Sorry. Sorry for my squishy steps.
Right on my toe.
Right on the toe.
Right on the big toe. All my foot problems are her fault.
All of it.
All of it.
I just incurred a lifetime of
You just
responsibilities.
took on a lifetime of debt.
This type of horrible beast I am. And basically,
That's out of focus again.
I'm basically that horrible wizard guy from the The Dragon Prince. Antonio.
Or Gargamel from the Smurfs. Horrible wizard. Soren was the son, Viren. King Viren.
Want to be king. Want to be King Viren. Don't cackle. Pull it back. Pull it back. Way back.
For Sergio ponytail. It's because it is starting to give me a for real headache, which is unusual because I've worn this one before.
You don't usually get that? I have some hair ties on my bedpost right there. You need one.
You know, maybe it's because I have the clips in. Oh, actually, that
really help?
It's the back one, I think, because I have it clipped in like at the base where it's supposed to be, but it doesn't really need to be since I'm not out in these streets.
You're not out in these streets, girl. You have to worry about a hoe trying to rip that shit off. Except me.
Right.
Camera just went out of focus. Like, we're not doing anything. We're not on an action adventure.
And if she was to snatch my wig,
this isn't a GoPro.
Then while she's sleeping, I'd cut her tracks out.
Bitch. She can't afford this. Like, she can't afford this install, so. Like, don't play. It's not equal.
Like I said, when it's time to fight,
Just snatch my dress off. Don't. It's not the thing.
I shark you.
It's literally like not the same. Like, yes, this is like cost money.
The dress thing, just merely your dignity.
Exactly. Literally the same, right? Isn't that just a dignity? Aren't I just snatching your dignity? Yes. Yeah, right? Thank you. That's financial investment. Not my dignity. That's what would upset me. I'd be like, hey, I saved up for that. Or and you get that job at Chase. Help me pay for it.
But we gotta save Christmas.
I gotta move this so I can see it. To what? Oh, I don't want to use this. I'm my sack of toys. Just a random pack of reindeer. I heard jingle bells. I mean, isn't seeing them disappear enough? Even if you didn't see them fly, isn't seeing the reindeer disappear enough evidence?
Right.
I feel like that he doesn't need to not feel crazy just because they didn't see them fly. That's a pretty color. I don't think I would feel like flying over a city on a reindeer is very cool. I would feel very insecure. Like I need a seatbelt and actually a whole vehicle around me to feel secure flying over an entire city at all times. So if you could just land, I would feel a lot better. Thank you.
You can fly 10 feet off the ground.
Yeah, that's cool.
And that's it.
Over buildings, nah. Into the stratosphere? No, thank you.
That one got you good.
Now I'm at the evening. Okay, don't forget you're gonna have to keep me updated on what's going on in the movie while I'm cooking.
Okay.
I'm gonna let them know what I'm about to play next. Choop choop, I'm about to choose. Right now. You alright? What you in the mood to watch?
Just antsy energy.
Antsy? Oh, from all the caffeine catching up to you?
Just make sometimes you get that where it's like I got with that arm all of a sudden.
You getting that caffeine energy finally? Is it hitting you? Is it cashing up to you? The beer caffeine? The espresso caffeine?
Maybe. I don't know. It doesn't.
espresso caffeine hits you in weird ways. That's a fact that we all know is real. Remember that Brooklyn Nine-Nine episode when he's like, "You're all moving super fast.
I'm not moving
slow. You're moving fast." And what? That's gonna be us.
Charles looks like he's moving around so way. You feel fine? I feel fine. I feel fantastic. I feel better than ever.
That's gonna be us to the stream in a second. And you're like, we're feel fine. We're normal. We're fine. It's gonna be us still eating chili cheese fries, smoking dabs, and cleaning the apartment like crickets. And about 2 minutes while I'm drinking 2 beers at a time.
I'm at the point where it's time to start slapping my face because I will be alert. I also have the random jittery shakes that have to happen.
Well, because you're feeling the caffeine, but also feeling a little tired because you still need to eat because you haven't really ate much.
I had a sandwich at like 1 o'clock.
So it's literally 12 hours ago.
Yeah. It was like almost immediately.
You're a carcass.
It was almost immediately after you left. I made.
You're a carcass.
Grilled turkey and blue cheese sandwich.
You're a fucking carcass.
On pepper cheddar rye with jalapeno raspberry jam. And it was delightful.
Yeah, I didn't eat anything the whole time I was gone too. I was fucking starving. I wanted to eat, and I got to my appointment 30 minutes early, and I was like, shit. I was thinking like, shit, can I go across the street to 7-Eleven, use my card, and get like some fucking hot dogs right now? Which I could have done actually. They were like, your doctor will be here like in a little bit, and I was thinking like, how long is a little bit? Which turned out to be a full 30 minutes. I could have 100% done that, but I got caught up working on my phone and didn't do that, and was fucking starving the whole entire time. And didn't bring anything with me for pain. And got a little sick near the end of the appointment. So that was that. Not on that.
I don't think it's go. One of the ad blockers you have on, I think, is blocking it. When you type search, it said connection refused.
Why? I use the site all the time.
See, local host refused to connect. Local host is the computer. I think, pretty sure.
But I use this all the time.
I know. I'm just telling you what's happening. Try loading their actual homepage.
Oh, okay. I was just about to say, can he get another suggestion? Like I'm a little.
You might have been working from.
I was gonna say I'm a little high, and I could use another suggestion. Yeah, sometimes that is the case. And sometimes the site is just down for a little bit. Okay, whatever. I'll worry about it later. God, that's annoying. You should definitely watch Us. It gave me nightmares. um, what did they say? I love that joke on difficult people. When did HBO start making slightly funny, almost comedies?
Right?
It's like, why is that the most accurate joke ever made in this universe? You're like, it's not like I don't like these shows. It's like, but that is painfully true. Why is Coneheads on here? I don't know, but we're gonna watch it because we have to judge it.
Why is Conehead on there?
Yeah. So we can judge it, I guess. You know?
Yeah.
They want us to know. They want us to know. And I was like, okay, we will know. We will know. If you want us to know. I know what you want to see is right? I've never seen the Equalizer. That's my thing. I need to see the Equalizer. You know?
Yeah.
I need to see the Equalizer.
The Equalizer, the first one's really good.
I just need to see that, and then we can watch the Equalizer too.
Yeah, we should definitely watch them. They're because the first one is good. It's Denzel being Denzel.
As soon as we watch Equalizer, we can watch Equalizer 2. Equalizer 2 is on here.
Awesome.
As soon as we watch Equalizer, we can watch Equalizer 2.
Okay. Since you're only gonna eat one more piece of this pizza, can I snag one of the other pieces? Thank you. Let's see. Hungry as fuck. But you said that caffeine on an empty stomach too. I do know that I need to get some more bananas because I'm low on potassium, I think. Because I'm also getting chili horses at night.
there's some of these movies on here.
What type of movies?
Movies on Stars, I think.
And the Man's a Christmas movie, or is it a Thanksgiving movie?
Christmas, it is Christmas. Good catch.
Now, how can you see Nick Cage digging at the well of emotional deepness?
No. Does he succeed? Who can say? A lot of people can say. There is a lot of Chevy Chase on here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot. There's a lot. That's what I will
For
say.
Richer or Poor, that's a good movie.
Yes, and it is on my list.
Where's Chevy Chase again? Okay, this is the audacity of Sean Connery. Never Say Never Again is an unofficial James Bond movie because he basically remade one of his earlier James Bond movies in the 80s.
Yeah.
Look at that hairpiece.
Yeah, he did. Shit. Went all the way out of stars.
That's the boldness of Sean Connery.
Sean Connery does whatever the fuck he wants, baby.
Like smacking his wife around.
Yeah, he did. And he's like, dare you to say anything about it, because I'm Sean fucking Connery.
Ew, they made a Jingle All the Way too.
Ew. We gotta watch that.
Good movie.
How is Secondhand Lions a good movie? I don't understand why people think Secondhand Lions is a good movie. I don't see anything good about the movie Secondhand Lions. What's good about it? What is good about Secondhand Lions? Explain. Why is Secondhand Lions good? Why is it good? Like old guys, there's lions. The movie's so boring. People are always trying to explain to me why it's good, and I'm like, are you sure it's good? You know, I'm going to put it on the list, and I'm going to watch it again. And I'm going to fall asleep again watching it. Maybe this will be the one time I don't watch it. Secret Life of Bee is another movie I think is really boring. Pride and Prejudice, boring. I'm here to tell you your movies that you think are good that suck. Pan's Labyrinth. Do better. Pace it at a higher rate. If you're going to make me read subtitles, at least move at a higher pace. That's right. I said it. Some of us have ADD. Okay? Not all of us can go at that slow ass pace and read. Okay? Sorry. And I said it. Brokeback Mountain. Good. The Breakfast Club. Meh. Those kids are boring. None of them are interesting. None of them. None of them. None of the Breakfast Club kids are interesting. I defy you to tell me how any of those kids are interesting. I don't give a fuck. Come for me. I watched that movie like 8 times, at least 8 times in its entirety. None of those kids are interesting. None of them are. None of them. I'm a nerd. I'm a loner. I'm a girl with strict parents. Whatever. Blah, 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 blah. None of those kids are interesting. That movie is just a movie. It's whatever. Good for you having a movie, you guys. I don't care. It's not all that it's cracked up to be. These are just my hot takes on movies as I scroll through. Stars. Movie 16 Candles, boring and rapey.
That one is true.
Oh wait, look, Kurt Russell, Santa singing. In jail, cool scene. What kind of movie do you want to watch? Funny, scary, intense?
What's your thing? What's your day that you're doing?
It's Friday, so I'm gonna do sci-fi later. But right now we're still on the border where I could technically do whatever. I haven't announced anything yet, so. But I'm gonna do sci-fi today.
Okay.
Ooh, Michael J. Fox. I'm gonna add that to the list. I want to do a Michael J. Fox face. Oh, Lucia, Lucia. They've got some Jean-Claude Van Damme on here. And I've been noticing a lot of Vivica A. Fox on Hulu and Netflix. Okay. Well, they put the Wiz on here. Okay. My goodness, the themes of some of these movies are just so ridiculous. But you're like, I'm just gonna scroll on and not say anything right now. You know, can't stop and discuss everything, you know. That would take a million years, you know. Oh God. But I can say we're gonna have a lot of things to do. So it's gonna be great. And I, for one, am beyond excited about it. Oh God. Oh, oh my God. Oh my gosh. Some of these are just ridiculous. Oh, just looking at all these new titles and stuff that they've come out with.
Titles.
Were you asleep, girl?
Nope.
Yes, you were. I can tell by how you popped up.
Titles.
You and your fake awakeness. told you to pick what you wanted to watch.
I don't know.
There's hair in your face. See? Sleep. Well, what are you in the mood for? I should really go back to the first episode.
Oh, this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what this is.
Look.
Oh, I thought it was this.
I don't know why people don't look at the screen. I don't understand how hard that is. People say that all the time. After I put something on, like, what are we watching? Like, you weren't watching me put it on? First episode. So, yeah. Bass Reeves. What's with the little pig? If you know who this is, Bass Reeves. Oh. Uh-oh. This was 2 years before my grandfather was born. Actually, one state away from where he was born. He was born in Kansas, right next to Oklahoma.
Wow.
My grandfather, that he really, my dad really had a lot of jobs his whole life, and he worked really hard, and he kind of really looked down on my grandfather because he kind of kept his head down and was like, had this survive and you maintain and you don't rock the boat mentality, like if you're surviving, you're okay. And that's enough mentality. And my dad saw that as like laziness and failure and like failing your family, And my dad described him like that to us most of our lives,
Yeah.
And I was like an adult before I understood that my grandfather came from a place where people, and especially men who succeeded past a certain level, were literally lynched in front of their families. And so they learned to keep their heads down, see too much. So they would be safe, so that they would be okay. And even though he joined the military, and then once he got military, he didn't go back to the South, he came to the West. He had that mentality was so ingrained in him that like that was just how he lived the rest of his life.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he couldn't, that was just a part of who he was. That don't rock the boat mentality was like a part of a whole generation that felt that fear of seeing so many people brutally murdered in front of them because they succeeded.
Yeah.
Understanding that really made me like understand him more. Because he did a full military career, and all he did afterwards was be a security guard. And one of my friends, after her grandfather did a full military career, he was a firefighter. And they were like the same age. It's just mentality. You ever think about adopting when you were 6?
Can you give me a lighter?
Never. Maybe today, though.
Do you want me to go start that?
I'm about to do it. I'm distracted starting this. Also, perk you. I wanted to start this to perk you back up, so you wouldn't be a docent while I was gone. I remembered that this is the show that always keeps you focused. It's one of our faves.
Oh no, one of my rings just fell.
Oh no, what's in this pot?
I was using one of them to boil water. That was it.
No, not this. Not that. It's a different pot. What's happening, Gwen?
Well, okay. It's where he's in the kitchen telling the wife that her husband's been shot.
Oh, okay.
He's asking her all kinds of questions, like he ever show his face or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I remember that part. He's being kind of a dick to her, but like passive aggressively.
Mm-hmm. And the horse I rode in on. Now we're in school.
I like how he's like, you're still like, how he's dead.
Right?
Like, he's a ghost.
He has moved on. Permanent, like.
He doesn't have favorite things.
Alright. So now it's the dude spreading down the sidewalk with the little girl and his daughter. Garbage truck is pulling by. He gets up and he walks away. May ingopin to.
There's some cloudy liquid in the bottom of one of the drawers in the fridge.
Well, I'll take care of that. American Hero Story, the double blimp. I love the blimps.
Right?
Fast driving.
I keep telling you, driving isn't the key to everything, Gwen.
And now she's walking into wherever the police are because she's getting in the elevator because there was the police guard on the elevator. Oh, she's at the hospital, I think. Okay, now they're getting in a shoving match. And now, okay, so now it's Don Johnson and what's her name sitting in the office talking about what's going on. So plot exposition.
Plot exposition, plot exposition, plot exposition.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you could be telling me even more.
Well, I could.
Antonio, quiet.
Yes. Oh, that weird thought bubble thing. Silverface too. Is walking into the round room thing that breaks people's minds.
Shut up. I remember his name.
Mirror face.
Mirror Man.
Reflecto.
Bio. Carnival face.
So it's not even through the are you a racist test.
Looking glass.
Mm-hmm.
I voted to be Magic Mirror.
Right. Still running them through that test.
Carnival Freak Show guy. Funhouse face.
And now it's over and he's walking out.
Funhouse face.
And shut. All right, and now they're raiding a cow farm. They got machine guns.
Oh, the cow farm where the workshops are?
Mm-hmm. All right, and they're observing from the ship, and now the ground crew is running in.
Honey, I'll stop. We're not going to let you out and give you our food.
And now they're getting fired upon by that big ass machine gun. Reloading. And then now they're intercepting the airplane with the flyer. And now the ship's crashed.
Already?
Yep.
The circle of life.
I don't need a team. I work alone. Cut to a castle.
Cut to a castle.
And in rides. What's his name?
about to come bring it out.
Okay. And let me clear space. Landing space. All right, they're sitting around a round table eating, having that family dinner. All right, landing zone has been cleared. You're clear for approach on runway 29er. Oh, your stream ended. Let me restart it. Share the story?
Yeah, is it possible to save it or no?
I don't see the option.
Yep.
Share
Just share.
or delete.
Just share. Not letting me save anything tonight. No idea why.
It's so weird because we're not, there's nothing.
There's nothing.
It's being cunty.
That's the key. Like, whatever, I what I want.
Oh, I'll take a step back because this looks insanely. Oh my god. I'm agog. Agog, I say. Oh my gosh.
Chili cheese Fritos in a bowl. Deep dish, baby.
Is that bacon?
Yes, it is bacon. That's bacon. That's everything you ever wanted. 2 types of onions. You know that's why I be patient when I'm like, nah, let me really smoke up before I make them so that I can put my energy into it. Get your paper towel so you can, oh wait. Keep your face clean like a lady. And you're facing your lap. See, you already got some on your chin.
I was just noticing.
Happened after your first bite. Gotta stay aware. It'll get you.
That's really good.
Thank you. Shh. Antonio, you're not getting any. So you can have chili cheese Frito farts.
Like he needs them.
Right.
I've never met an animal so small that smells as bad as this. And we used to live with there were skunks.
Me too. Right? We both grew up in skunk country. And this dog's farts really challenge that. Stop. He'll wait till you're on your deepest melancholy. He'll lay up under you and then he'll start farting. He's like, I'm here for you, but quiet, Antonio. I'm gonna take it back to get my beer off my fridge. Shh. Shh. Yeah. Shh. Antonio, stop. Shh. Shh. Antonio, stop. He literally didn't give any fucks about us until we started eating. He was just asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Stop. Go back to sleep, Antonio. No. You know I'm not going to do anything until you stop whining. Nope. Stop. Down. Shh. Shh. Antonio. Stop. I thought on multiple occasions her husband is too handsome.
Hers?
Yes. Stop. Shh. You really be falling asleep in 2 minutes. Too late, they left. You were asleep. Shh. Okay. You should really be the sleepy stallion. See? You said you should be the sleepy stallion. Huh?
I'm getting a pair of wireless headphones.
¿Por qué?
Because I'd like to actually be able to hear these shows. And we never watch the volume turned up, and I can't read the subtitles at the time, so I'd like to be able to actually hear.
Does your TV turn into wireless headphones?
Hmm?
Does your TV tune into wireless headphones?
Plug into a headphone jack, but I was just going to use the tablet to hear the sound.
Oh, I have wireless headphones. If you want some, I think I have 2 pair.
I've literally never seen you wear them.
You have. You're a forgetful bitch. I told you about when I got the 2nd pair for sure. I needed them for going to his house for work. They're so unobtrusive that I could sleep with them on. The other pair less so. They're over here somewhere. But yep, I have wireless headphones. I'm a deaf bitch. And I have a stream based on needing to hear my work. And I do sleep with people who are like, I don't want to hear the TV all night. And I'm like, I have to be able to hear the TV all night for my work. So I get wireless headphones. And I'll sleep with them in so that I can hear the TV all night for work. And they can't. Compromise, you know? I don't actually enjoy sleeping with headphones in, but it's the compromises you make for relationships. I prefer being with people who don't mind sleeping with TV on. And are just like, whatever. Just a little TV in the background. Like, you enjoy sleeping in the quiet sometimes, but also if you sleep with the TV, you're like, eh. And that's basically how I am. Like, if I sleep in the quiet, it's a shock because it actually takes sound usually for me to go to sleep because of my tinnitus. So it's like, usually you need sound to kind of drown out the ringing and stuff. So if I fall asleep in the quiet, I'm like, oh, that was a nice surprise. That I didn't need sound or anything to go to sleep. Like, oh, that was nice that I fell asleep in a purely quiet environment. Look at me sleeping in a healthy, dark, quiet environment at night. Look at me.
You and healthy doesn't not work super together, especially when you're
Right? Like, this can't be. Did I sleep for 6 to 8 hours at night in the quiet? Who am I? Was I kidnapped? Hi, Mr. Meeseeks. Look at me.
all you left are these Kirkland bread Meeseeks spots.
Man, your Morty sucks.
Oh, tell me about it.
How'd they come out?
Do you not see you going to town on this?
To town on Frito fries. They're not even the chili cheese Fritos. I had to go with the plains. Still flavorful AFs. Cook that chili up. Cheesy AF. 2 layers of cheese, bro. Yep. It's funny that the guy's right. When? You sleep.
Right. Back to the scene of the murder that she was at yesterday.
It's funny that the newspaper guy in the beginning was actually like perfectly describing what the squid rainfalls are as a distraction on humanity to get them to not pay attention to the fact that the government is trying to take away their rights.
Yeah.
Hey. Oh God. Oh God. Shit. Go to sleep, hon. You should go to sleep.
They came for everybody.
Her husband must have saved her. He must have literally like erased the guy who shot her because there were two guys in her house. Fine, go to sleep. Hey, boo. I'm surprised you're still awake. Well, you see, we're still up. Having a late night. Oof. Fucking. Okay. But, you know, we'll go all night, so I'm probably going to end the stream in a minute. But I'm going to take some more dabs first because I need them. I can feel it in my soul. Since I need them, I'll take them. I'm going to take them as soon as I end it anyway, so I might as well just take them now. We have the United States government. We're sorry. This is not a real thing that exists. We'll be back tomorrow.